قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون. وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين اتبعوا من لا يسألكم أجرا وهم مهتدون. وما لي لا أعبد الذي فطرني وإليه ترجعون. أتخذ من دونه آلهة إن يردني الرحمن بضر لا تغني عني شفاعتهم شيئا ولا ينقذون. إني إذا لفي ضلال مبين. إني آمنت بربكم فاسمعون. قيل ادخل الجنة قال يا ليت قومي يعلمون بما غفر لي ربي وجعلني من المكرمين. وما أنزلنا على قومه من بعده من جند من السماء وما كنا منزلين. إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم خامدون. يا حسرة على العباد ما يأتيهم من رسول إلا كانوا به يستهزئون. ألم يروا كما أهلكنا قبلهم من القرون أنهم إليهم لا يرجعون. وإن كل لما جميع لدينا محضرون. وآية لهم الأرض الميتة أحييناها وأخرجنا منها حبا فمنه يأكلون. وجعلنا فيها جنات من نخيل وأعناب وفجرنا فيها من العيون ليأكلوا من ثمره وما عملته أيديهم أفلا يشكرون. سبحان الذي خلق الأزواج كلها مما تنبت الأرض ومن أنفسهم ومما لا يعلمون. وآية لهم الليل نسلخ منه النهار فإذا هم مظلمون. والشمس تجري لمستقر لها ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. والقمر قدرناه منازل حتى عاد كالعرجون القديم. لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون. وآية لهم أنا حملنا ذريتهم في الفلك المشحون وخلقنا لهم من مثله ما يركبون. وإن نشاء نغرقهم فلا صريخ لهم ولا هم ينقذون إلا رحمة منا ومتاعا إلى حين. وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم لعلكم ترحمون. وما تأتيهم من آية من آيات ربهم إلا كانوا عنها معرضين. وإذا قيل لهم أنفقوا مما رزقكم الله قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا أنطعم من لو يشاء الله أطعمه إن أنتم إلا في ضلال مبين. ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين. ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يخصمون فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون. ونفخ في الصور فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينسلون. قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون. إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم جميع لدينا محضرون. فاليوم لا تظلمون نفس شيئا ولا تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون. إن أصحاب الجنة اليوم في شغل فاكهون هم وأزواجهم في ظلال على الأرائك متكئون لهم فيها فاكهة ولهم ما يدعون. سلام قولا من رب رحيم. وامتازوا اليوم أيها المجرمون. ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم أن تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن اعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم. ولقد أضل منكم جبلا كثيرا أفلم تكونوا تعقلون. هذه جهنم التي كنتم توعدون اصلوها اليوم بما كنتم تكفرون. اليوم نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون. ولو نشاء لطمسنا على أعينهم فاستبقوا الصراط فأنى يبصرون. ولو نشاء لمسخناهم على مكانتهم فما استطاعوا مضيا ولا يرجعون ومن, ومن نعمره ننكسه في الخلق أفلا يعقلون وما علمناه الشعر وما ينبغي له إن هو إلا ذكر وقرآن مبين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين أولم يروا أنا خلقنا لهم مما عملت أيدينا أنعاما فهم لها مالكون وذللناها لهم فمنها ركوبهم ومنها يأكلون ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند مهدرون فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون أولم يرى الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال ما يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم للذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون اللهم صل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم إني أسألك برحمتك التي وسعت كل شيء وبقوتك التي قهرت بها كل شيء وخضع لها كل شيء وذل لها كل شيء وبجبروتك التي غلبت بها كل شيء وبعزتك التي لا يقوم لها شيء وبعظمتك التي ملأت كل شيء وبسلطانك الذي على كل شيء وبوجهك الباقي بعد فناء كل شيء وبأسمائك التي ملأت أركان كل شيء وبعلمك الذي أحاط بكل شيء وبنور وجهك الذي أضاء له كل شيء يا نور يا قدوس يا أول الأولين ويا آخر الآخرين اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تحتك العصم اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تنزل النقم اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تغير النعم اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تحبس الدعاء اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تنزل البلاء اللهم اغفر لي كل ذنب أذنبته وكل خطيئة أخطأتها اللهم إني أتقرب إليك بذكرك وأستشفي بك إلى نفسك وأسألك بجودك أن تدنيني من قربك وأن توزعني شكرك وأن تلحمني ذكرك اللهم إني أسألك سؤال خاضع متذلل خاشع أن تسامحني وترحمني وتجعلني بقسمك راضيا قاريا وفي جميع الأحوال متواضعا اللهم وأسألك السؤال من اشتدت فاقته وأنزل بك عند الشدائد حاجة وعدم فيما عندك رغبته اللهم عظم سلطانك وعلى مكانك وخفي مكرك وظهر أمرك وغلب قهرك وجرت قدرتك ولا يمكن الفرار من حكومتك اللهم لا أجد لذنوبي غافرا ولا لقبائه ساترا ولا لشيء من عمل القبيح بالحسن مبدلا غيرك. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك وبحمدك ظلمت نفسي وتجرعت بجهلي وسكنت إلى قديم ذكرك لي ومنك علي. اللهم مولاي كم من قبيح سترته وكم من فاده من البلاء أقلته وكم من إثار وقيت وكم من مكروه دفعت وكم من ثناء جميل لست أهلا له نشرته. اللهم عظم بلائي وعفرت بي سوء حالي وكسرت بي أعمالي وقعدت بي أغلالي وحبسني النفع بعد عملي وخدعتني الدنيا بغرورها ونفسي بجنايتها ومثالي يا سيدي. فأسألك بعزتك أن لا يحجب عنك دعائي سوء عملي وفعالي ولا تفزعني بخفي ما اطلعت عليه من سري ولا تعاجلني بالعقوبة على ما عملته في خلواتي من سوء فعلي وإساءتي ودوام تفريطي وجهالتي وكثرة شهواتي وغفلتي. وكن اللهم بعزتك لي في كل الأحوال رؤوفا وعلي في جميع الأمور عطوفا. إلهي وربي من لغيرك أسأله كشف زري والنظر في أمري. إلهي ومولاي أجريت علي حكما اتبعت فيه هوى نفسي ولم أحترس فيه من تزيين عدوي فغرني بما أحوى وأسعده على ذلك القضاء فتجاوزت بما جرى علي من ذلك بعد حدودك وخالفت بعد أوامرك. فلك الحمد علي في جميع ذلك ولا حجة لي فيما جرى علي فيه قضاؤك وألزمني حكمك وبلاؤك. وقد أتيتك يا إلهي بعد تقصيري وإسرافي على نفسي معتذرا نادما منكسرا مستقيلا مستغفرا منيبا مقرا مذعنا معترفا. لا أجد مفرا مما كان مني ولا مفزعا أتوجه إليه في أمري غير قبولك عذري وإدخالك إياي في سعة من رحمتك. اللهم فاقبل عذري وارحم شدة عذري وفكني من شدي وفكني من شدي وثاقي. يا رب ارحم ضعف بدني ورقة جلدي ودكة عظمي. يا من بدأ خلقي والذكر تربيتي وبري وتغذيتي حبلي لابتداء كرمك والسالف برك بي. يا إلهي وسيدي وربي أتراك معذب بنارك بعد توحيدك وبعد ما انطوى عليه قلبي من معرفتك ولهج به لساني من ذكرك واعتقده ضميري من حبك وبعد صدق اعترافي ودعائي خاضعا لربوبيتك. هيهات أنت أكرم من أن تزيع من ربيت أو تبعد من أدنيت أو تشرد من آويت أو تسلم إلى البلاء من خفيته ورحمته. وليت شعري يا سيدي وإلهي ومولاي أتسلط النار على وجوه حرت لعظمتك الساجدة وعلى ألسن نطقت بتوحيدك صادقة وبشكرك مادحة وعلى قلوب اعترفت بإلهيتك محققة وعلى ضمائر حوت من العلم بك حتى صارت خاشعة وعلى جوارح سعت إلى أوطان تعبدك طائعة وأشارت باستغفارك مذعنة ما حاقد الظن بك ولا أخبرن بفضلك عنك يا كريم. يا ربي وأنت تعلم ضعفي عن قليل من بلاء الدنيا وعقوباتها وما يجري فيها من المكاره على أهلها، على أن ذلك بلاء ومكروه قليل مكثه يسير بقاؤه قصير مدته، فكيف احتمالي لبلاء الآخرة وجليل وقوع المكاره فيها وهو بلاء تطول مدته ويدوم مقامه ولا يخفف عن أهله، لأنه لا يكون إلا عن غضبك وانتقامك وسخطك، وهذا ما لا تقوم له السماوات والأرض. يا سيدي فكيف لي وأنا عبدك الضعيف الذليل الحقير المسكين المستقيم. يا إلهي وربي وسيدي ومولاي، لأي الأمور إليك أشكو ولما من حازج وأبقي لعليم العذاب وشدته أم لطول البلاء ومدته، فلئن سيرتني للعقوبات مع أعدائك وجمعت بيني وبين أهل بلائك وفرقت بيني وبين أحبائك وأوليائك، فحبني يا إلهي وسيدي ومولاي وربي. صبرت على عذابك فكيف أصبر على فراقك، وحبني صبرت على حر نارك فكيف أصبر عن النظر إلى كرامتك. أم كيف أسكن في النار ورجاء عفوك، فبعزتك يا سيدي ومولاي أقسم صادقا لئن تركتني ناطقا لأزجن إليك بين أهلها زجيج العاملين، ولأصرخن إليك صراخ المستصرخين، ولأبقين عليك بقاء الفاقدين، ولو نادينك أين كنت يا ولي المؤمنين ويا غاية آمال العارفين يا غياث المستغيثين، يا حبيب قلوب الصادقين ويا إله العالمين. أفتراك سبحانك يا إلهي وبحمدك تسمع فيها صوت عبد مسلم سجن فيها بمخالفته وذاق طعم عذابها بمعصيته وحبس بين أطباقها بجرمه وجريرته، وهو يزج إليك زجيج مؤمل لرحمتك ويناديك بلسان أهل توحيدك يتوسل إليك بربوبيتك. يا مولاي فكيف يبقى في العذاب وهو يرجو ما سلف من حلمك، أم كيف تعلمه النار وهو يعمل فضلك ورحمتك، أم كيف يحرقه لهيبها وأنت تسمع صوته وترى مكانه، أم كيف يشتمل عليه زفيرها وأنت تعلم ضعفه، أم كيف يتقلقل بين أطباقها وأنت تعلم صدقه، أم كيف تزجره زبانيتها وهو يناديك يا رب، أم كيف يرجو فضلك في عتقه منها فتتركه فيها. هيهات ما ذلك الظن بك ولا المعروف من فضلك ولا مشبه لما عملت به الموحدين من برك وإحسانك، فباليقين يقته لولا ما حكمت به من تعذيب جاهديك وقضيت به من إخلاد معانديك لجعلت النار كلها بردا وسلاما وما كان لأحد فيها مقرا ولا مقاما. لكنك تقدست أسماؤك أقسمت أن تملأها من الكافرين من الجنة والناس أجمعين، وأن تخلد فيها المعاندين، وأن تجل ثناؤك قلت مبتدئا وتطولت بالإنعام متكرما، أفمن كان مؤمنا كمن كان فاسقا لا يستوون. إلهي والسيدي فأسألك بالقدرة التي قدرتها وبالقضية التي حتمتها وحكمتها وغلبت من عليه أجريتها أن تهب لي في هذه الليلة وفي هذه الساعة كل جرم أجرمته وكل ذنب أذنبته وكل قبيح أسررته وكل جهل عملته كتمته أو أعلنته أخفيته أو أزهرته وكل سيئة أمرت بإثباتها الكرام الكاتبين الذين وكلتهم بحفظ ما يكون مني وجعلتهم شهودا علي مع جواره وكنت أنت الرقيب علي من ورائهم والشاهد لما خفي عنهم وبرحمتك أخفيته وبفضلك سترته وأن توفر هز من كل خير أنزلته وإحسان فزلته أو بر نشرته أو رزق بسطته أو ذنب تغفره أو خطأ تستره يا ربي يا ربي يا رب يا إلهي وسيدي ومولاي ومالك ركي يا من بيده ناصيتي يا عليما بذري ومسكنتي يا خبيرا بفقري وفاقتي يا ربي يا ربي يا رب أسألك بحقك وقدسك وعظم صفاتك وأسمائك أن تجعل أوقاتي من الليل والنهار بذكرك معمورة وبخدمتك موصولة وأعمالي عندك مقبولة حتى تكون أعمالي وأورادي كلها وردا واحدا وحالي في خدمتك سرمدا يا سيدي يا من عليه مؤولي يا من إليه شكوت أحوالي يا ربي يا ربي يا رب قوي على خدمتك جواره واشدد على العزيمة جوانه وهب لي الجد في خشيتك والدوام في اتصال وخدمتك حتى أسرع إليك في ميادين السابقين وأسرع إليك في المبارزين وأشتاق إلى قربك في المشتاقين وأدنو منك دنو المخلصين وخافك مخافة الموقنين وأجتمع في جوارك مع المؤمنين اللهم ومن أرادني بسوء فارد ومن قادني فقد واجعل لي من أحسن عبيدك نصيبا عندك وأقربهم منزلة منك وأخصهم زلفة لديك فإنه لا ينال ذلك إلا بفضلك وجد لي بجودك وعطف علي بمجدك واحفظني برحمتك واجعل لساني بذكرك لهجا وقلبي بحبك متيما ومن علي بحسن إجابتك وأقلني أسرتي واغفر زلتي فإنك قضيت على عبادك بعبادتك وأمرتهم بدعائك وضمنت لهم الإجابة فإليك يا ربي نسبت وجهي وإليك يا ربي مددت يدي فبعزتك استجب لي دعائي وبلغني مناي ولا تقطع من فضلك رجاه واكفني شر الجن والإنس من أعداء يا سريع الرضا يا سريع الرضا يا سريع الرضا اغفر لمن لا يملك إلا الدعاء فإنك فعال لما تشاء يا من اسمه دواء وذكره شفاء وطاعته غنى ارحم من راس ماله الرجاء وسلاحه البقاء يا صابغ النعم يا دافع النقم يا نور المستوحشين في الظلم يا عالما لا يعلم صل على محمد وآل محمد وافعل بي ما أنت أحلو وصلى الله على رسوله والأئمة الميامين من آله وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. التماس دعاء.
ومحمد وآل محمد صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل. कहता था मूसा जब खेल रज थी जमीन सा कहते थे रिजा वाह बचा जा नागाह अज़ाके हुआ सामान मुरतब आइए निजाते हैं सकाए जिना जिंदा में पर्दा खिंचा हुक्म खुदा से पर्दे में मगर शोर कियामत ख्वाब खाए आती थी निजा एक ज़ईफ़ा की बराबर है बिने जाफर बिने जाफर बिने जाफर है मेरे पोते मेरे बेकस मेरे बेघर 25 बरस कैद हुए हाय वो मुकद्दर बेदाद बनी फातिमा पर सुबह मसा है कुंबा मेरा दुनिया में उजरने को बसा है इतने में हुआ हुक्म फरिश्तों को के जाओ मैयत को भी और वारिस मैयत को भी लाओ बिन बाप के फर्जंदे को लाशे से छुड़ाओ बाबा को कफनो और कफनी उसको पहनाओ देती है सदा उसकी फुगा अर्शे खुदा को पुरसालो रिजा को और पुरसालो रिजा को अल्लाह المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثواب الفاتحة.
Let us all do 5 times Ayah Yujibu for the safety of all the Muslims, for the safety of all the people around us, for the safety from Corona and all other diseases, for the safety of our holy places, and for all those in need of du'as. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Amma yujibul mustarri iza da'ahu wa yakshifu su. Amma yujibul mustarri iza da'ahu wa yakshifu su. أما يجيب مضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجه.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين بارئ الخلائق أجمعين، والعاقبة لأهل التقوى واليقين. الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين، سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. ثم الصلاة والسلام على أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين، الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. أما بعد، فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولنذيقنهم من العذاب الأدنى دون العذاب الأكبر لعلهم يرجعون. Respected brothers and sisters in Iman, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First, we send our condolences to the Imam of our time, Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Farajahu Sharif, on the death anniversary of our seventh Imam, Imam Musa al-Kazim, Kazim al-Ghayz. Secondly, to the Marajas, the Ayatullahs, the students of the Hawzas. And thirdly, to each and every mu'min and mu'minah out there. The topic of our discussion will be the current affairs that we are going through. As we all know, we are living through a crisis which most of us have never seen before. In these times, when we are following the advice of the health professionals and the recommendations of the government, at the same time, we cannot forget our spiritual aspects of our life. If our Husayniyas and our mosques are closed, that doesn't mean we stop worshiping. We can take advantage of this. For example, most of us, either our classes are canceled, we are not going to school, colleges, we are working from home. There are many ways you can take advantage of this. And I have listed them. And the first one is make a change in our lifestyles by practicing Iman. When someone asked Ayatollah Bahjat, what does it mean to practice the taqwa? He says, Zikr amali and tawbah. He said the best way to practice the taqwa is by doing tawbah. Tawbatan nasuha. And our Imam Jawad, he says there are 4 reasons or 4 conditions. After you can apply these, your tawbah will be accepted. Number 1, you accept by your heart that you wronged. You say, yes, oh Allah, you speak to your Lord. You say, Allah, I committed this sin on this day. Accepting the sins that you have committed. Number 2, doing the verbal astaghfar with having the purest of the intentions. Most of us, we say astaghfirullah rabbi wa atubu ilayh, but we really do not mean it. The third way our tawbah can be accepted is by committing, by promising Allah that you will never commit this sin over again. And number 4, if you have wronged anybody, you go to them and you apologize to them. Brothers and sisters, this is the perfect time when we are all in our homes, when we are in isolations, when we are not allowed to go outside, or it is recommended not to be outdoors. This is the perfect and the best time to do tawbah. When Ramadan is approaching, we have a little bit over a month and some days. What better time would it be to do tawbatun nasuh? So the first action we can do to increase our spirituality is make a change in our lifestyles. Number two, when we are in this crisis, increase the love, the helpfulness, and the sacrifice between people. Do not be selfish. Avoid being selfish. For example, there was a video where people were gathered in a Costco and they were fighting over diapers or toilet papers or whatever it might be. In these crucial times, we need to be united. We need to stand in solidarity. We need to stand as one, not only with our Muslim brothers, not only with our Mu'min brothers and sisters, but everybody, your whole community, wherever you belong to, we all need to stay as one. One day, the holiest of the ladies, Fatima Zahra, salamullah alayha, she is sitting with her father, Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and Imam Ali is doing some housework. Now, the Prophet sit next to her, and she asks, "Oh, my father, what is the reward for someone who will help another with their housework?" The Prophet responded and he said, "Oh, my daughter, the award for someone who would help someone in the needy of times, when they need help, when there is nothing to do, when they turn to you for help, Allah will give you the reward of someone who has been worshipping 1 year, equal to every single hair you have on your body." Now imagine how many hair we have on our bodies. For every hair you have on your body, you will be giving the reward of one person who was doing prayers in the night time and he or she was fasting, and he will forgive all of the sins of his parents and his forefathers just for helping this needy person. And in these times, when we are in epidemic, alhamdulillah, there are some Husayniyas who are contributing to this, who are making announcements. If there is somebody who cannot afford the supplies or groceries, they will step up and they will provide for them. So the second thing we should do in this crisis is increase the love. Third thing, paying attention towards Quran, memorizing the Quran, pondering upon it, reflecting upon it. The ayat which I recited from Surah Sajda, ayat 21, وَلَنُذِيكَنَّهُم مِّنَ الْعَذَابِ الْأَدْنَى دُونَ الْعَذَابِ الْأَكْبَرِ. In this ayat, Allah says, before we show them the Azab al-Akbar, before we show them the biggest Azab or the toughest or the harsh Azab, we will show them a smaller Azab. There will be a smaller Azab. And what is the point of that Azab? لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. We will be testing them. In these times, Allah is testing you. That I put azab on the world. Those great countries, millions and billions and trillions of dollars, they are working day and night to find the medicine of COVID-19 or the coronavirus. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran says, this is a test for all of you, and we are testing you so you can come back to us, so you can do the real tawbah, so you can climb the ladder of taqwa, so you can grow your spirituality. So paying attention towards the Quran, memorizing it. This doesn't mean that we want you to recite the Quran for hours and hours. No, you wake up in Salatul Fajr, 10 minutes, recite Quran. Dhuhr, Asr, 10, 15 minutes, and Isha, repeat it the same way. Make a habit of taking care of the Quran. Why? Because in the qabr, the Quran will take care of you. One day, the Prophet is sitting, a companion approaches the Prophet and he asks, Ya Rasulullah, one day you said the Quran will help you in qabr. How will the Quran help you? The Prophet said, Oh my companion, listen, when this person passes away and Munkar and Nakir, they come and they start asking him questions, there will be a shape or a shadow standing there helping this person throughout those questions. If he struggles to answer one, for example, if they ask who is your Lord and this person is struggling, that shadow will help. That shadow will be there with him all the way till he reaches Jannah or she reaches Jannah. And when you ask, O shadow, what are you? It will respond that I am the Quran that you used to recite while you were alive. So the Quran will help you. The blessings of the Quran can benefit you in your lifetime here and hereafter. The fourth thing that we can do in this crisis is sometimes we get too busy. We forget who we belong to. And while doing this, we keep all of our hopes on our children, our wealth, our job, our degrees, our companies. This crisis is a wake up call for all of us. We take so many things for granted. This crisis showed us that our possessions have no value. If you run out of supplies, then what will you do? If there is no money, where will you run to? Our possessions have no value. We keep all of our hope on all of these possessions, but we forget the hope. I mean, our Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Farajahu Sharif. There is one hope after Allah. This is the hope of Imam Zaman. In these crises, we can pray to the Imam. Recite Ilahi Azum al-Bala. Recite Dua al-Faraj. Recite every dua that is contributed or attributed to our Imam. Recite Ziyarat Nahya. Now, let me mention Ayatollah Fashakari. In his book, he recites that one time he went to Samarra. While he was in Samarra, he was doing a tabligh. While he was doing a tabligh, there was a plague. At that time, science wasn't that far, it wasn't that advanced. So he says, there was a plague going around everywhere. I contacted my teachers, and my teachers taught me you should recite Ziyarate Ashura, Ijtama'an. You get with people and you recite Ziyarate Ashura with 100 salams, with 100 la'na, followed by Du'a al-Kama. When we have so much time on our hands, we can take advantage of these du'as. After he says, the Ayatollah says, after we recited this for 10 days and 10 nights, that plague slowly and slowly, it started to go away. Second amal you can do is recite Amma Yujibul Mutarra Idha Da'ahu 16,000 times. There's no talking between this, and you have to be in the state of wudu, and you recite it 16,000 times, And inshallah, the blessings cannot be counted by the angels. Another act you can do is a dua in the book of Ayatollah Qarashi. He writes, Bismillah الذي لا يضر مع الاسم شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. And after reciting this dua, Ayatollah writes, all of the calamities will be removed from your life. Shaykh Kulaini in Kafi writes that a man approached our sixth Imam, Imam Jafar Sadiq, Sadiq al Muhammad, and he said, I am going through hard times, there are hardships, calamities, and there are few ill people in my village. We have tried medicine, nothing is working. Yabna Rasulallah, can you please give us a dua which will work and help all of us? The Imam says, yes. Recite this 3 times a day. Allahumma ja'alni fi dara'akal al-hasana ila taj'ala fiha min turad. After reciting this 3 times a day for 40 days and 40 nights, the Imam said, all of your calamities and your hardships should go away. Another act that we can do is there is a particular dua. A man approaches our sixth Imam, Imam Jafar Sadiq, Sadiq Ali Muhammad. He says, Yabna Rasulullah, I have been to all of the doctors. I have visited all of the hakims of the time. All the health professionals have told me that there is no cure for your illness. The Imam looks at him and he says, have you tried Turbatul Hussein? Meaning it will cure all of your calamities and hardships. He says, Yabna Rasulullah, what should I do? The Imam says, it's a lengthy dua, I will not recite it, but the Imam says you take the Turbatul Hussein on your right hand preferably, and you recite the dua, which the translation is, oh, the one who created the skies and the earth and the heavens, oh, the one who is the provider for all of the creatures there are, please remove all of our hardships, our illnesses, our diseases, بحق Hussein ibn Ali. And then all of the hardships should be removed. Like I said before, we usually forget our Imam, and all of our hopes go every place but the Imam. Now there's a very beautiful hadith that when the Imam comes, there are few qualifications that need to be fulfilled for the leaders, for the soldiers of Imam Mahdi's army. See, all of us, we want to be in the army of Imam Mahdi, but there are some qualifications that need to be fulfilled. And I will mention some of them. Number 1, they take care of their brothers' amanat. Amanat, for example, if I lend somebody my phone, for example, if there was nothing broken on the phone, when he or she returns it back, it should be the same exact way. Just like our bodies, the Quran says, your bodies are amanat from your Lord. He has rented out to you for a certain time. So this means when we return this amanat, there should be no sins on our hands of hitting somebody. There should be no sins in our eyes of watching haram things. There should be no sins on our lips of doing ghibat, of leg pulling or backbiting. There should be no sins committed by our legs where we walk to haram gatherings. The first qualification for those who want to be in the army of Imam Zamana is taking care of the amanah. The second, They avoid vulgar speech, inappropriate talks. Whenever they talk with sweet words. They treat their brothers and sisters with the best of akhlaq. They avoid useless talks. They avoid those talks that have nothing to benefit them. The third, they do not commit dhulm, whether it is stealing somebody's money, whether it is tricking anybody, whether it is taking a loan and not returning it. All of these come under the definition of dhulm. The fourth, do not attack anybody's home. This can mean physically you attack somebody's house, you break down their walls, or you attack their homes, for example, by doing black magic. This can also be attacking somebody's home, causing troubles in relationships to brothers and sisters. So do not attack their homes. Number 6, qualification for the one who wants to be in the army of Imam Mahdi. They live a simple life. Imam Mahdi wants his followers to have a life of simplicity. They are very simple. Number 8, they do not show off their libas. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you millions and billions of dollars, do not go showing off your libas. Number 10, they do not destroy the masajid, meaning the politics are away from the masajid. The rumors stay away from the masajid. The masajids need to stay as one, as unity. Number 10, they do not do dhulm on the orphans. Number 11, they do not follow their lustful desire. They have a control on themselves. They control their minds. They control their personalities. They change their mentalities in such a way that they never even have lustful thoughts. Number 12, they do not drink wine or beer. Number 13, they keep their promises. If you promise someone that you will be at a certain place at a certain time, make sure you go there. Number 15's qualification is, if Allah has given you wealth, you use the wealth in the way of Allah. Mostly what we see is those people who are rich and they have many businesses and millions of dollars. Unfortunately, it seems that they are always going towards shaitan and spending the money towards shaitanic ways. The one who wants to be in the army of Imam Mahdi, he or she will not show off their wealth and they will spend it in the way of Allah. For example, build a mosque, send somebody to ziyarat. In these times, buy supplies for those who can't afford them. Take care of the senior citizens. Yes. The 15th qualification for the one who wants to join the army of Imam Mahdi is they do jihad with themselves. They take care of their bodies. Physically, taking care of your body is very easy. But spiritually, taking care of yourself, that is a test. And that is a task which we can all pass if we follow the sayings of Ahl Bayt alayhi salam and we follow the Quran. That was one hadith which ended. Now, because let me share a story with you, because we are talking about the 12th Imam, Imam Mahdi, Ajralallahu Faraj Sharif. One of our shuyukh, His name is Sheikh Hurre Amali. He is the author of Wasail al-Shia. It is a great book which has many traditions and stories of our Imams. He writes in his book that when he was 10 years old, his father took him to all the hospitals, all the doctors, all the hakims, all the health professionals there were at the time. His father spent many dinars, and there was one solution, and all of them combined, and they said, your son will pass away very soon. Prepare his coffin and prepare his grave. Now, Hurre Amini, he's 10 years old. He says, my father prepared everything. He called all of my family members. He says, while I was laying there, I see that all of my uncles, all of my aunts, all of my cousins, everybody is surrounded, and I am laying there preparing for my death. Now he says, while I was laying there, for a few seconds, I fell asleep. Once I fall asleep, what do I see? I thought that I passed away. Now he says, what do I see? I see that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is standing in front of me. He says, oh Hurri, shake my hand. I bow down, I shake my hand. Then he says, right next to me is Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib. Shake his hand. I shake the hands of Imam Ali. Then Imam says, these are my sons, Hassan and Hussein. Shake their hands. I shake both of their hands. I shake the hands of all of the Imams until I reach the 12th Imam, Imam al-Zaman, Jalla Faraj al-Sharif. Horeamli says, I shake the hand of the 12th Imam. I look the Imam in the eyes and I said, oh Imam, I wanted to grow old and I wanted to become a sheikh. I wanted to become a writer, the best writer of my time. But unfortunately, all of the doctors have told me I will pass away in a few days. The Imam says, there's a bowl next to the Imam. The Imam says, there is water in here. Oh, Hurri Amili, you drink this water. He says, I drank the water. The Imam looked at me. He smiled and he said, oh, Hurri Amili, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you many more years to come. You will grow to be a great sheikh. As soon as the Imam said this, Hurri says, my eyes opened. As soon as he says, my eyes opened, I sat down. After sitting down, he says, I stood up. I started walking around. All of my family members, they are asking me what happened. He sits down and he explains everything to his family members. And then he says, the Imam wanted me to give you a message. And that message was, oh my Shias, wherever you are, whatever time it might be, whatever hardships you are going through, even if it's an epidemic, oh my Shias, remember, I am very close to you and I will reappear when you are ready for me. Allahu Akbar. We pray for the reappearance of our Imam. So the moral of the story, brothers and sisters, is the Imam is very close to us. We are the ones who get busy in life. We are the ones who forget Abba Saleh. He never forgets us. Now, going back, like I was saying, we need to make a change in our life. We need to increase the love and helpfulness. We need to pay attention to the Quran. Number four, we need to take advantage of social media and live stream programs or applications. If our Husseinias are closed, if our mosques are closed, if the ziyarats are closed, if Umrah has been suspended, Does that mean we stop praying? No. We can take advantage of social media. There are many lectures. For example, today is the Shahadat of our seventh Imam. There are many lectures by many reciters on different platforms. You can search them. You can read a book on the life of our seventh Imam. You can get a saying of the seventh Imam and share it with your friends and your family members. Taking advantage. The fifth thing, taking care of your Islamic duties. Reciting the Salat on time. Praying on time. One time, Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha is sitting next to her father, and she asks, "Oh my father, what will happen to those people who take their prayers lightly or they leave them without a valid excuse?" Prophet turns around and he says, "Oh my daughter Fatima, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put 15 calamities or 15 hardships on the person who leaves their prayer on purpose. 6 of them are the hardships of this dunya, of this world. 3 are the hardships of maut or death. 3 are the hardships of qabr. And 3 are the hardships of qiyamah. The 6 hardships of the dunya are: number 1, there is no barakat in their life. There is no blessing in their life. They are always sick. They are always worried about things. Depression, risk not being enough. They are always worried about certain things because there is no barakat. Number 2, there is no barakat in their risk. Like I said before, even if they make so many dollars a month, it comes out, it is not sufficient or it is not suffice to them. Why? Because there is no barakat in it. Because you have left up prayers. Number 3, Allah removes the sign of pious people from their face. Those people who pray regularly, there is this nur, there is this light that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala automatically puts on their faces. The one who doesn't pray, Allah removes their face from their faces. Number 4, calamity of the world for those who leave the prayer is, even if they do good deeds, their good deeds do not weigh as much as those who used to pray on a daily basis. That can be any good deed. Just because you left one of the prayers, it will not have the same weight as the one who is performing the prayers. Number 5th calamity, their dua will not go up to the skies. Most of the brothers and sisters, they want their du'as to be accepted right away. But unfortunately, they are not willing to put the effort. And I will support this by a hadith by our 8th Imam, Imam Ali al-Rada. He says, doing 6 things without doing the other 6 is self-mockery. You are making a fool out of yourself if you do 6 and you do not do the 6. Number 1, asking forgiveness from Allah verbally without repenting with the heart. Saying Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh over and over, thousands and thousands of times without having it in your heart will not benefit you. Number 2, asking for Allah's help without undertaking any effort. This is a give and a take world. If you do some work, then you will get paid. Just like that, if you want to go to paradise, you have to work for it. It does not come as easy as people think it does. Number three, making a firm resolution to do something without taking due precautions. Number four, beseeching deliverance from hellfire without refraining from lusts. Most people, they say they want to go to paradise, they want to live happily after in paradise, but unfortunately they are not even ready to take one step which will get them closer towards heaven. Unfortunately, they are taking many steps that are taking them towards Jahannam. Number fifth, asking Allah for paradise without enduring related hardships. Waking up in the middle of the night, Salatul Layl, is a hardship in this world, but the blessings are uncountable. Number six, remembering Allah without anticipating to encounter Him. If you do all of these, our eighth Imam is saying you are making a self mockery of yourself. Now, going back to the hadith, the six calamities of the hardships, the dua was on number five, dua won't go up. Number six, those people when they are being prayed for example, if there is someone who does not pray and he asks others to pray for him, the other's prayer will not benefit this person because he himself or herself is not taking care of the prayers. Those were the six hardships of the maut. Now, of the dunya, of the world. Now, the three hardships of the maut. Number one, he or she will die zalil, humiliating death. Lowest and most condition of death is dying as a zalil. Number two, second hardship of the death is he or she will die thirsty. And in the book it says, even if you give them the water of all of the seven seas, of all of the oceans, their thirst will not be quenched. Why? Because they had left the prayers. The third calamity of death is they will die hungry. Imagine leaving this world without anything. The three calamities of qabr, of grave, are when this person passes away, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will appoint an angel which will shake their bodies in such a manner where all of the people in the grave, they will ask, why is their body being shaken? The angel will respond and say, because this person never used to pray. Allahu Akbar. The second, there will be fire in their qabr. Allahu Akbar. The third, there will be darkness in that grave. There will be no light in that grave. It will be dark. Now, the three calamities of Qiyamah will be the first one. In front of all of the people on the day of Qiyamah, when he or she is standing, an angel will come, they will push them down, they will drag them with their face on the ground in front of everybody in the Maidan. And when it is asked, why are they doing this to this person? They will respond by saying, he or she never used to take care of the prayers. Allah. When the second calamity of Qiyamah, when it is time to take the test, he will have the hardest test of all of them. The third calamity of the Qiyamah, Allah's eyes of Rahmah will be removed from him. Allah will not look at him with the eye of Rahmah. Brothers and sisters, how can we not take care of our Islamic duties when we are the believers of Imam Musa al-Kazim, Kazim al-Ghayz? Today I was reading a book, and in that book it was explaining how the Imam was kept in prison. And it says there was, for example, there's a structure, it was a structure building, and in that structure building it was heavily guarded, and in that building there was a basement, and under that basement was a well which is either 50 or 70 feet below, going so deep into the earth where the Imam could barely breathe, where oxygen could barely reach him. And in that state, what was the Imam doing? The guard, when asked how, when one of the companions asked, when one of the companions asked, how was our Imam in prison? He responded and he says, in the deepest of the well, I would always see your Imam. He was always praying. He was always doing du'as. And what were those du'as? He was saying, oh Allah, you are the one who created me perfect. Oh Allah, even though I am in this position, I thank you for everything. Allahu Akbar. The book also says, whenever the Imam would get up from ruku, it was made in such a way, whenever the Imam would get up, it would strike his body and he would feel pain. Every time he would get up from sajda, he would feel pain. But even being in that position, the Imam never left the duty of salah. He never left the duty of having the best of the manners. When Sindi bin Shaykh was asked, how was our Imam? He responded and he says, he had the best of the akhlaq. Whenever he would speak to me, he would speak to me in such sweet words that I started to feel sorry for him. And one day I went to Harun al-Rashid and I asked him, why do you have him imprisoned? And they fired me and they hired someone else. Being in that position, the Imam's manners, the Imam's way of treating people was a lesson for us. All of us on this day, on the Shahadat of our seventh Imam, and when we are going through a crisis, this is a wake-up call for all of us. This is a notification for all of us. A notification that how quickly our life can end. A wake-up call that we need to be more God conscious. And I would come to Musibat with following words. Brothers and sisters, this is the perfect time to change our lives, to change our inner self. This is the perfect time to make a U-turn in our lives towards Tawbah. This is the perfect time to go on the ship of Tawbatun Nasuh, to climb the ship of Ali Muhammad, Ahl Bayt alayhim as-salam. Even if we can have a little bit of our change, even if we can change a little bit, we can take a little bit of step towards Tawbatan Nasuha, it will be a great achievement for us. It will be a great way to prepare ourselves for the month of Allah, Shahr Ramadan. The ulama have emphasized dua, that we can recite this dua to heal ourselves. We can recite Ziyarat Ashura to heal ourselves. But that doesn't mean we are immune to any disease. Unfortunately, there are some people who are saying if your iman is so strong, no disease can touch you because the wilayat of Amir al-Mu'mineen or the wilayat of Ahl Bayt alayhim salam. Yes, dua will protect you, but that doesn't mean you are immune to it. We must follow all the precautions that we have been advised to. And the closing statements, we also must take care of our dates. For example, I got the news that there was a certain place that they canceled Salatul Jum'ah. They canceled Salatul Jum'ah. The very next day, the brother says, I will have Niyaz Imam Jafar al-Sadiq. If you can cancel Salatul Jum'ah as a safety hazard, brothers and sisters, we can also cancel Niyaz Imam Jafar al-Sadiq. Or you can only have it in your home, only your relatives, or only your close family members. We need to take this crisis seriously, and we need to follow all of the precautions that are being advised to us by the CDC. And in the musibat, brothers and sisters, there are two musibats that we need to mention tonight. The first one is of our seventh Imam, Imam Musa al-Kazim. Sindi bin Shaikh is the one who used to guard the prison of the Imam. He says, one day the Imam calls to me. He says, oh Sindi, yes, can you please open the gates or can you open the window for me? He says, why, Musa al-Kazim? The Imam responds and he says, oh Sindi, it has been 9 years. I haven't even seen the color of the sky. Oh Sindi, my eyes want to see the sky one time. The Imam was kept in a prison so below earth where he didn't know if it was day or night. But because he was the Imam, he used the knowledge of his imamat to perform his prayers. Zindi says, whenever Musa al-Kazim would ask for water, we would boil that water so hot and we will give it to Imam Musa al-Kazim in a manner that the boiling was so much that I couldn't even hold it with my own hands. There was a utensil I used. I would push the water and the Imam would drink that boiling water. Allah. Imam Ridha says when he went to meet his father in the prison, he sees that on the walls there are red spots of blood. Imam Ridha says, oh my father, what are these dots? Imam Musa al-Kazim says, oh my son, when someone gets poisoned, his family members are next to him. His family is next to him, his brothers, his sisters, his relatives. They are there for him. When I was poisoned, no one was here for me. Sometimes I would fall to the left. Sometimes I would go to the right. Sometimes I would fall back. These are the dots of my holy blood, O my son. Allahu Akbar. After the Imam has been poisoned, his body is taken out by 4 workers. Now, while the body is going, there is a lady by the name of Tawa. Tawa is following the Imams, and she sees that there is a man by the name of Suleimani. Soleimani says, "O Tawa, who has passed away? Why are you going with this?" She responds and she says, "This must be a coffin of the one who has nobody left on this earth." Then Soleimani says, "Is this not your son?" She says, "If this was my son, all of Baghdad would have been closed. Thousands of people would have come to the janazah of my son. This is the son of Fatima Zahra." Allahu Akbar. And these are also the second musibat. These are also the nights of Safare Imam Hussein. When Imam Hussein leaves towards Iraq in such a manner that he will never come back. There is a companion by the name of Urwa Ghaffari. He is a deaf companion. Whenever he is so deaf that whenever the clouds make a noise, he cannot see it or hear it. When there is lightning, he cannot hear the lightning. One day, Urwa Ghafari, in the middle of the night, he sits up and he tells his wife that I am hearing some ladies crying. Who are these ladies? His wife responds and says, "O Ghafari, these are the daughters of Ali. These are the daughters of Fatima Zahra. Tonight is the last night of Hussein ibn Ali. Hussein is leaving and he is going to Karbala. Hussein is leaving, he is going to Iraq." Second musibat of Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein, he was called into the court. When he comes back from the court, he goes to Salma. Salma says, "Oh Hussein, your grandfather have told me when Hussein is ready to leave for Iraq, he will not come back. Oh Hussein, I remember a time when your prophet told me, oh Salma, there is a wahi coming down on me. Whoever comes, I cannot talk to them. Oh Hussein, I remember your father came. Your father came and he told me, Salma, I need to talk to the prophet. I said, Muhammad is busy. Oh Hussein, your brother Hassan came. I rejected him. Oh Hussein, even your mother came. I rejected her also. Oh Hussein, you were very little, 2 or 3 years old. You could barely walk. You were using the wall to walk when you came and you said you wanted to see your grandfather. I said, oh Hussein, your grandfather is busy. As soon as I said your grandfather is busy, the prophet came out running. He picked you up, he hugged you, and he said, "Oh, Salma, this hukum wasn't for Hussein. I love Hussein with everything. Hussein is from me, and I am from Hussein. وما علينا إلا البلاغ بمحمد بعلي بفاطمة بالحسن بالحسين." Oh Allah, protect us from the diseases of this dunya and the diseases of the akhirah. بحق الإمام الموسى الكاظم. Oh Allah, forgive our major and minor sins. Oh Allah, when the Imam reappears, give us the tawfiq that we can join his army. Oh Allah, give us the tawfiq to go to Hajj and Ziyarat on an annual basis. وما علينا إلا البلاغ. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. आई फलक से सदा मूसी काजिम गरीब आई फलक से सदा मूसी काजिम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता मूसी काजिम गरीब आई फलक से सदा मूसी काजिम गरीब आई से सदा मूसी काजिम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता काजिम 13 बरस कैद थे और थे बीमार भी 13 बरस कैद थे और थे बीमार भी थी न दवा बेग़िज़ा मूसी काज़िम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता मूसी का गरीब आई फलक से सदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब आई फलक से सदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता मूसी का गरीब आपके 40 थे अहले अयालो यतीम आपके 40 थे अहले अयालो यतीम लाश पे कोई न था मूसी काज़िम गरीब लाश पे कोई न था मूसी काज़िम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता मूसी काज़िम गरीब आई फलक से सदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब आई फलक से सदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता मूसी का गरीब लाश मुकद्दस रही जिस्र पे बगदाद के लाश मुकद्दस रही जिस्र पे बगदाद के कोई न पुरसा हुआ मूसी काज़िम गरीब कोई न पुरसा हुआ मूसी काज़िम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता मूसी काज़िम गरीब आई फलक से सदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब आई फलक सदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता जिम गरीब पुल पे लाशा पड़ा कोई नहीं पूछता पुल पे लाशा पड़ा कोई नहीं पूछता हाय इमाम हुदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब हाय इमाम हुदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता मूसी काज़िम गरीब आई फलक से सदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब आई फलक सदा मूसी काज़िम गरीब कत्ल हुए बेखता मूसी काज़िम गरीब अल-फातिहा بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا نبي الله السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى السلام عليك يا وارث آدم صفوة الله السلام عليك يا وارث نوح النبي الله السلام عليك يا وارث إبراهيم خليل الله السلام عليك يا وارث موسى كليم الله السلام عليك يا وارث عيسى روح الله السلام عليك يا وارث محمد حبيب الله السلام عليك يا وارث أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام ولي الله السلام عليك يا ابن محمد المصطفى السلام عليك يا ابن علي المرتضى السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء، السلام عليك يا ابن خديجة الكبرى، السلام عليك يا ثار الله وابن ثاره والوتر الموتور. أشهد أنك قد أقمت الصلاة وآتيت الزكاة وأمرت بالمعروف ونهيت عن المنكر وطعت الله ورسوله حتى أتاك اليقين. فلعن الله أمة قتلتك، ولعن الله أمة ظلمتك، ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به. يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله، أشهد أنك كنت نورا في الأصلاب الشامخة والأرحام المطهرة، لم تنجسك الجاهلية بأنجاسها، ولم تلبسك من مدلهمات ثيابها. وأشهد أنك من دعائم الدين وأركان المؤمنين. وأشهد أنك الإمام البر التقي الرضي الزكي الهادي المهدي. وأشهد أن الأئمة من ولدك كلمة التقوى وأعلام الهدى والعروة الوثقى والحجة على أهل الدنيا. وأشهد الله وملائكته وأنبياءه ورسله أني بكم مؤمن وبيابكم موقن، بشرائع ديني وخواتيم عملي، وقلبي لقلبكم سلم وأمري لأمركم متبع. صلوات الله عليكم وعلى أرواحكم وعلى أجسادكم وعلى أجسامكم وعلى شاهدكم وعلى غائبكم وعلى ظاهركم وعلى باطنكم. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك يا ابن نبي الله، السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا ابن الحسين الشهيد، السلام عليك أيها الشهيد، السلام عليك أيها المظلوم وابن المظلوم. لعن الله أمة قتلتك، ولعن الله أمة ظلمتك، ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به. السلام عليكم يا أولياء الله وأحباءه، السلام عليكم يا أصفياء الله وأوداءه، السلام عليكم يا أنصار دين الله، السلام عليكم يا أنصار رسول الله، السلام عليكم يا أنصار أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليكم يا أنصار فاطمة سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليكم يا أنصار أبي محمد الحسن بن علي الولي الزكي الناصح، السلام عليكم يا أنصار أبي عبد الله، بأبي أنتم وأمي طبتم وطابت الأرض التي فيها دفنتم وفزتم فوزا عظيما، فيا ليتني كنت معكم فأفوض معكم. السلام عليك يا أبا الفضل العباس بن أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا ابن سيد الوصيين، السلام عليك يا ابن أول القوم إسلاما وأقدمهم إيمانا وأقومهم بدين الله وأحوطهم على الإسلام. أشهد لقد نصحت لله ولرسوله ولأخيك فنعم الأخ المواسي. فلعن الله أمة قتلتك، ولعن الله أمة ظلمتك، ولعن الله أمة استحلت منك المحارم وانتهكت حرمة الإسلام. فنعم الصابر المجاهد المحامي الناصر والأخ الدافع عن أخيه المجيب إلى طاعة ربه الراغب فيما زهد فيه غيره من الثواب الجزيل والثناء الجميل. وألحقك الله بدرجة آبائك في جنات النعيم. السلام عليكم جميعا شهداء كربلاء ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي. السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب العصر والزمان سيدي الأمان الأمان الأمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن، السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن، السلام عليك يا كعبة الإيمان، السلام عليك يا إمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان. عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهور الأمر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل الساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا وذليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.